Hey, what's going on, my friends? In this video, we are going to dive into the difference between TaskRabbit and Fiverr. Yeah, it's the battle of Fiverr versus TaskRabbit, TaskRabbit versus Fiverr. Which is the best gig app when it comes to making money? Which one, and I guess really, how do they differ? That's what we're going to dive in this video. But before we do, like this video, it shows me that you guys appreciate the time and energy I put into making this content, and it also lets me know you guys want more of these money making videos, so you guys know how you can make more money. And after you like this video, like that smash button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, then you can stay up to date on all of our latest and upcoming videos to help you with making more money, but also managing and growing that money as well. All right, my friends. So without further ado, we're going to dive right into TaskRabbit. If you aren't familiar, well, TaskRabbit is a platform, it's a marketplace that pretty much helps individuals to connect with other individuals or families or businesses who need kind of handyman and general labor services. Oftentimes, you need to be physically on site. And, it kind of is comparable to something like Uber and Lyft in the sense that you need a car in some of these occasions, but other times you don't. Fiverr, on the hand, and we'll dive a little bit more into it. Fiverr, on the other hand, is a platform that really will allow you to provide digital services, to connect with individuals who provide digital services that do not need you to be on site, and you can do them remotely. Things such as graphic design, digital marketing, writing, video and animation, music and programming, tech work, data entry, and they're starting to expand to business and lifestyle areas as well. But again, all of this is pretty much work that can be done remotely at your desk, at the comfort of your own home. When we talk about what is it called? The digital nomad, I think of Fiverr a little bit more than I think of TaskRabbit, since these kind of require you to be on site. Now, I love them both. These are my two favorite gig apps when it comes to making money, but they both work in different manners in the sense that, as I mentioned, my work that I do on TaskRabbit is stuff that usually I'm there physically. My top categories, the top services I provide on TaskRabbit are things like help with moving or furniture assembly, delivery, yard work, snow shoveling, but also even things like photography. I've been hired for I think data entry, maybe personal assistant, running errands. So it kind of does range in terms of the spectrum of what it is you can be doing here on TaskRabbit, but all of them pretty much require you to be there on site. There are things like office administration, or maybe like data entry or research, that are categories that you can provide here on TaskRabbit that don't always require you to be on site, some of which you can do from the comfort of your own home. What else is, I'm trying to think of other services that aren't listed here that are, options in my skills that I provide personally on TaskRabbit. What else? Marketing or selling online. So a lot of those are, again, skill sets that are kind of comparable with Fiverr that don't require me to be on site, that I can help an individual or a business with. But I will say the majority of the work that I've done, I do keep track of my work. Most of it is for individuals. It's for business. I mean, families, young professionals, college students. So residential side, primarily on the TaskRabbit front. Obviously the platform looks different as well. So we're actually looking at a tasker's profile here on TaskRabbit. You can see how each of the services he provides, kind of like each of his, I guess you can say services or products. And, price is listed out. You get a little description. You can view the profile or reviews for each of them. So, really straightforward, very simple, the way the actual website's laid out and positioned, but all of the information you need is here. one key thing is that's different is I can't really reach out to this individual about anything in particular. If I want to reach out to them, I have to kind of select them for something and actually go through the process of starting to book them if I want to reach out and have some sort of conversation with them. So that's one thing that's a bit different there between TaskRabbit and Fiverr. When we jump back over to Fiverr, again, these are all pretty much jobs that can be done remotely, jobs that I can do online from the comfort of my desk. I can do from a beach. When we talk about passive income, this isn't really passive income because you got to actually work, but it does align with the digital nomad vision of being able to work from wherever you want to work. So if you are someone who's really skilled at providing, writing services, you can write scripts, or maybe you do for what we're seeing on the screen right now, some sort of graphic design work. You can help with illustrations. These are things that you can provide to other people, make really good money, make a good living, and do it at kind of your own schedule, right? You can make the agreement with your customers or prospective customers who reach out to you, and you can say, hey, I only work XYZ numbers a week. I usually get this much done per hour, or I anticipate being able to do this project for you in XYZ hours. And it's just about communication. But again, look at all of the different services that are provided here on TaskRabbit. Fiverr. And the key thing is these are kind of project-based, and usually instead of working with individuals, if you are working with individuals, they tend to still be towards a business. It might be individuals who is a entrepreneur, someone who's a self-starter, who's a go-getter, trying to do their own thing, or a micro business, a small business and even larger businesses are starting to get into the mix too. But micro businesses who are working, who seek out other contractors that they can work with to help them with achieving some of the tasks and some of the, little projects that they have on their end, whether it's internally facing or outernally facing. That is kind of the big difference in TaskRabbit and Fiverr, and how they really separate from each other. Now, if we jump over and look at a individual's profile here on Fiverr, you can see it's kind of similar to how it was on TaskRabbit. You see the individual, their picture of them, their name, a little information about them. You don't really get, you do get a description like this on TaskRabbit, but it's not just on their regular homepage. I would imagine it would be, but for some reason it's not. If we go back to reviews and profile though, right here, I don't think this is the same as what we saw before. I don't know. I thought there was an area to read about them. Like there was like an about me section area. Maybe they removed it, or he's not utilizing it. That might be it. And hey, this is a video for, if you are a tasker watching this video, this is a video for another day. It's very critical to utilize all of the sections that TaskRabbit gives you, where you can kind of sell yourself, where you can present yourself to prospective customers. The more they know, the better. At least assuming you're a good person, and you mean well. Here on Fiverr, you can see right here, it does have a description, and he does utilize this space. TaskRabbit absolutely does have a balmy area. That person's just not using it, so he was a bad example on my part. My mistake. But as you can see here, Fiverr's profile page I like a little bit more, just because it does give you the ability to include more information, which makes sense because these are more kind of skilled based services where it's technically, you got to be technically sound when it comes to coding and whatnot, creating an app and so on and so on. So I can understand why these features are included here with Fiverr and not on TaskRabbit. But in both cases, you do see reviews, and you do kind of see pricing clearly across each service. So each one of these gigs here in Fiverr is like a service or a task. A completed job would be like a task. But these are like each of the categories inside of TaskRabbit, I guess you could say. Although they all primarily fall into coding. marketing, maybe. Depends what it is you need kind of web app work help with. In my particular case, I want to create a new app. So I started to do some research, came across this individual, was looking at his profile, and that's why I'm using Fiverr. But I also provide services on Fiverr as well. I provide sales and marketing services here. So not only do I know firsthand that you can make money here on Fiverr, but you can also get help. You can also seek other professional services from people all around the world who might be able to help you with whatever it is, whatever project it is that you are working on. So, when it comes to which one is better, it depends what it is you need help with. They both offer a wide variety of services. I mean, clearly, if we were to break it down and say, look at each individual category, Fiverr looks like they're winning there. But again, a lot of these kind of can be grouped. So oftentimes you'll have one individual who can do a lot of these services. And I guess to some extent you can say the same thing about TaskRabbit, but it also has that physical element, which Fiverr does not. So if you physically need someone on site, then you probably want to go the TaskRabbit route. If not, then you want to probably go the Fiverr route, especially if it's a project. And, if it's getting some kind of digital, some kind of work done for a project for your business, you're probably going to be relying on Fiverr more so than TaskRabbit. But it's all going to vary. TaskRabbit, more of a physical thing. I work with businesses, doing moves or deliveries through TaskRabbit. So there are tons and tons of businesses there, tons here as well. But again, just two different sides of the coin. So I'm not really going to say which one is better or which one is worse. It's all going to be, it's going to vary depending on who you are, what it is that you are good at, what it is you provide, what services you provide, or what it is that you need help with. That ultimately kind of helps to explain the biggest difference between the two. As a tasker, when you sign up with TaskRabbit, I do believe you have to pay them technically money, $20 to do a background check. I don't think there was any kind of background check like that with Fiverr. I think there is a background check, but I don't think it costs money, and I don't think it was to the same extent. And when it comes to kind of which one you get paid quicker, and I will say TaskRabbit pays you almost instantly compared to Fiverr, which takes, I feel like, takes about a month. TaskRabbit, on the other hand, is like almost instantly. It's within a few days, usually. Sometimes there'll be some sort of hiccup, a credit card issue with the customer's credit card, and it might take a few weeks, maybe even a few months if you have to reach out to support. But generally, it's a few days to get paid on TaskRabbit. Fiverr, it always takes a while, for me at least. I don't know if that's just, maybe it's just me. I'm pretty sure that's the standard. And they just don't pay out as quickly as TaskRabbit does. But, they both, again, have their benefits. TaskRabbit is great to connect you with handyman and general labor type of people, movers, yard work, landscapers, painters, you name it, someone who physically can come on site and help with something. Fiverr, digital work, computer work, coding work, data work. Fiverr's your place. So making money on both of them is possible. Which one can you make more? Well, it's going to depend on your skill set and, kind of your location. Then again, if you're in New York City and you're strong, you're smart, you're fit, you can probably make a killer here on Fiverr if you're smart and coding stuff. But you can also make a killer in New York doing moving jobs in delivery and furniture assembly. And I mean, things like plumbing and electrical work, if you have a license especially, you'll probably make a killer on TaskRabbit. So like I said, which one is better? It's going to just depend on what it is you need help with. If you need help with kind of growing your business and focus on a particular project, I'm going to say Fiverr is better. If you need help with getting some physical work done around your office or your house, I'm going to say TaskRabbit's better. So depending on what you need help with, it's going to vary depending, the individual is going to vary depending on each platform and the timing and location. That was the other key thing I was trying to spit out. Location, location, location. Because, hey, if you're providing, snow shoveling services, my best example, snow shoveling services in Florida, you're probably not going to be doing too well. So it's also location to some extent. But I'm going to wrap it up there. I think this pretty much should help you guys with getting a bit of an idea about these two different platforms and how you can make money on both of these platforms with both of these apps. I literally make money with both of these gig apps. I do not have a 9-to-5 job. This is what I do. I grind, and I don't want to say grind. I like saying grinding just because it means, I'm working hard and I keep working hard, but I'm not really grinding like I used to. I kind of want to throw that out there once right now really quickly. I am grinding hard, but not in the same manner. Things a little bit different now that I've been on both of these platforms for some time and I've made some money using both of these platforms. And I think a lot of you guys out there, once you really give it a shot, stick with it and follow some of the steps that I share with you guys in like my TaskRabbit Tasker Moneymaker course, you will see that you can also make pretty good money on some of these gig apps as well. So I'm going to wrap it up there, my friends. I hope you guys found this video helpful, motivational, encouraging. And if you did, definitely smash that like button, hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date on all of my latest and upcoming video content. And you guys already know I appreciate you for watching and sticking around. But I got to keep it moving. So I'll see you in the next video. Peace.